General Zimbabwe, number one speaking.
Hello, this is number two. Peculiar.
These are the beds from the pastry.
We present The Men for the Ministry, a weekly tribute to the men of the government service. Men who are never at a loss for the solution to a vital state problem. Men who are never at a loss over a tricky national economic problem. Men who, when it comes to a problem with a petty cash, are never at a loss. This week we find top-level executive Richard Lamb and Secretary Mildred Mervyn meticulously planning the department's activities for the coming year.
Good morning, number two.
Good morning, Mr. Lennox.
Good morning, Mildred. You both look very industrious today.
Yes, we've been hard at it all morning.
Have you really? Oh, well, anyway, it's good to know that one has a keen, productive staff, heads bent over their work. That's what I like to see.
Yes, and believe me, you see quite a lot when you're bent over your work.
You saucy thing.
As a matter of interest, what are you doing?
Well, we were just organizing our holidays for 1970.
I see. And how many have you got me down for up until April?
Well, excluding the public holidays, only 3.
Yeah. Well, I suppose a nervous breakdown round about May should help, I suppose.
Yes, but that means you can't have another until August, number one.
Yeah, but hang on. Don't forget my usual tummy upset in July. General Assistant Barber, Lennox Brown running. I mean speaking.
I sincerely hope you make it, Lennox Brown. Is your alleged assistant Lamb in yet?
Oh, yes, Sir Gregory. He's here somewhere.
Amazing. Did he get locked in last night?
Oh, no, Sir Gregory. He had to come in early today to open the 10 o'clock post.
I see. But if he's not careful, this will be the last post. You're not laughing, Lennox Brown.
Oh.
That's very much better. Now tell me, Lennox Brown, what have you got on the 31st of December?
At about what time, Sir Gregory?
About 8 o'clock.
Pyjamas, Sir Gregory.
Well, take them off again. You're going to dinner. The Food and Wine Society of Great Britain are host this year to the International Food and Wine Society. And they're holding their annual dinner on New Year's Eve at the Waldorf. You and Lamb will be made honorary members for the evening so that you can circulate among the guests from other countries and act as ambassadors on behalf of the British government.
You can rely on us, Sir Gregory.
Now, Lennox Brown, this meal has to be a typically English one. This is where you come in. You must liaise with the British Society's president and the chef at the Waldorf and prepare the menu carefully. And Lennox Brown.
Yes, Sir Gregory.
Don't shout down the table what you did at the last banquet, will you?
No, of course not. What did I shout, Sir Gregory?
A fair wind to the tomato sauce.
How many more days to this New Year's Eve Food and Wine Society banquet, number one?
Why, number two?
Well, I've only eaten 2 digestive biscuits a day for the last 4 days, and they were only buttered on one side. I can't go on much longer.
Don't worry. Only 2 days to go. Look, and I think we better go and see that chef again, just to see that all is well.
Albert, if you eat any more of them prunes, there won't be enough left for the banquet.
But I like prunes, Lowell. They're very good for you. They're very sustaining as prunes.
Yes, they do keep you going.
Yes.
But I want you here in the kitchen for the banquet. We're going to be very busy, Humbert.
I know, Lowell. 220 kippers is a lot of kippers to cook.
Yes, especially as we've only got 2 frying pans.
Well, we'll have to start cooking them today, Lowell.
But how are we going to keep them warm, Humbert?
Well, we'll have to put them under the mattress tonight, Lowell.
Don't flatter yourself, Humbert. You can't even keep the mattress warm, let alone the peppers.
good morning, good morning. You have met my number 2, Mr. Lamb.
Yes, that's right, then.
yes.
The other day when he was here, he was admiring the old matured fruitcake.
She does a good line in fruitcake, does Lowell?
Yes, I'm sure she does. No, actually, we have come to see if everything is going all right with the menu for the banquet.
You see, we don't want any slip-up at the last minute.
Well, Lowell did slip up a bit this morning. She slipped on some potato peelings while she was carrying that bucket of custard. Yes, she didn't waste much of it. Them squeegees is very handy for mopping up. Isn't they, Lowell?
Yes, but I still haven't found me teeth.
All right, now let's have a look. Let's have a look at this menu here. Now we start with soup. What sort of soup is it, Chef?
Oh, it's a lovely grop of soup, it's this. Just have a look at that.
I see. And what sort of soup did you say it was?
Minestrone.
But isn't that an Italian soup?
Yes, but the tins was made in England.
Yes, of course. But it's a bit watery.
Watery? Oh, minestrone soup.
That's not the only thing that's watery around here.
Yes, of course. But look at it. You can see right down to the bottom of the pan.
Let's have a look. Yes, well, it's clear minestrone. Yes, it's clear minestrone. Here, Lowell.
Yes, Humbert, what are you getting so excited about?
Lowell, I found your teeth.
Number one, I've been thinking.
What shit, number 2? You developed a temperature the last time that happened.
Seriously, number 1, this Food and Wine Society banquet is on New Year's Eve. The food is to be representative of the British Isles. I do really think that we should have Scottish haggis.
But are you sure he's a member? I mean, after all, we are going inviting everybody.
Number one, a Scots haggis is a sort of meat pudding inside a skin bag. It's got oatmeal in it, minced liver, and offal.
What do you mean, no custard?
No. It's boiled up in a great big pan, and then it's ceremoniously brought into the banqueting hall to the accompaniment of the pipers.
But who wants to read at a time like that?
Not news pipers, number 1, Scottish pipers.
Anyway, I think it's an excellent idea. Very good for Anglo-Scottish relations. Now, let's go and see the head waiter at the Waldorf and get it organized, shall we? Oh, good afternoon. Are you the head waiter?
Do I look like the head waitress?
No, but you sound like...
No, number two. Well, look, Mr.
Greengage.
Mr. Greengage, we are in charge of the Wine and Food Society banquet, and we were wondering if you could help us.
Well, it all depends. Well, I mean, I haven't known you very long, have I?
No. It's like this, Mr. Greengage. We wondered if you could lay on a haggis for us tomorrow night.
Well, I'll try anything once. Are they comfortable?
No, hang on, look. The haggis is a great big pudding affair all stuffed into a sort of skin bag.
Yes, well, don't talk to me about the manager of this place. Oh, he's an absolute...
No, look, a haggis is a traditional Scottish dish, and we would like it served during the banquet tomorrow night.
Yes, and at the same time, could you hire a Scotsman to play the bagpipes whilst it's being brought to the table, complete with kilt?
Oh, you'll never get a kilt that size. I mean, it's got 14 legs.
What, as a Scotsman?
No, the table.
Ivan?
Yes, Tanya.
I have just bribed the head waiter at the Waldorf Hotel to show me his menu.
Tanya, what is a menu?
A list of food.
You had me worried, Tanya.
Listen to me, Ivan. Our Russian leaders have sent us to England to try and cause a civil war, to cause unrest amongst her people, to cause chaos.
Oh, Comrade Tanya, I do not like to think of you exposed to danger like this.
Last night you did not think so. Ivan, you must keep your mind on our glorious ultimate goal.
Always my mind is on the glorious ultimate goal.
I know. And I am a good goalkeeper. Now, listen to me, Ivan. On this menu is a traditional Scottish dish called haggis.
That is a funny name for a girl.
Ivan, I am talking about a dish.
So am I.
When this haggis pudding is brought into the banqueting hall, it is accompanied by a Scottish man making funny noises through his pipes.
Our Russian doctors would give him something porridge.
The haggis pudding is then placed before the guest of honor, who plunges into it a Scottish dagger known as a dirk. And Ivan, in this haggis will be a bomb. Now do you see?
Tanya, you are so clever. In this way we cause big trouble and a civil war between England and Scotland.
Oh, you catch on very quickly, Ivan. Russia is proud of you.
But how will you do it? Many times have I heard of a bomb in the butter, but never a bomb in the pudding.
For 2 days now, I have been watching stupid pinstripe fools from the British government who are organizing the banquet. I will, how shall I say, persuade one of them to help me.
Tanya?
Yes, Ivan?
Where is your bomb?
I have it with me.
I am so happy for you.
Hello, Englishman. How are your eating arrangements going?
Well, my dentist has promised to let me have my plate back. I say, you're Russian, aren't you?
Yes, how did you know?
I've just noticed your Bolshevik tendencies.
Oh, you are so funny. What is your name?
Richard.
Richard? Come over here and sit down next to me.
Oh, I don't even know your name. I mean...
It's Tanya.
Yes, well, Tanya, I don't even know where you live.
33 Sloane Square.
I don't even know your telephone number.
8664122. Richard, on behalf of Russia, I would like to make a friendly gesture.
Believe me, Tanya, you're doing all right.
I understand at this time of the year that in England it is customary to stick things into funny places. Like little cakes and pudding?
Oh, yes, you never can
and
tell.
I was wondering if you would stick something into a pudding for me.
Well, I'm afraid I really haven't anything suitable for sticking in a pudding, General.
Richard? I noticed that on the menu tonight is that wonderful traditional Scottish dish. How do you call it in English?
I don't know, but it's haggis in Scottish.
That is it, a haggis. I wonder if, as a friendly gesture on behalf of the Russian government, you would ask the chef to put into this haggis a little gift. You know, like putting the ruble in the trifle.
I always get the rubles when I have trifle.
Oh, you are so comical. Now you will do this for me, Richard?
Yes, of course I will. I think it's a marvelous idea. And any rumors that there being no goodwill between our countries will be blown sky high.
Oh, you are so right, Richard. There it is.
I say, this is exciting. What is it? A sort of tiny stainless steel capsule. What's inside it?
I do not even know myself. It has to be a complete surprise for the person who is lucky enough to get it on his plate.
But if a person accidentally sort of forks it into his mouth, won't it break the teeth or something?
No, I don't think so. Although it might damage the roof a little.
Why do you wear that funny old-fashioned hat with that veil over your face, Lol?
Well, it's because of the flies, Humbert.
Oh,
We seem to be getting a lot of flies in the kitchen this year.
It's a pity, really. Them potato peelings was making a nice pile of compost over there in the corner.
Well, I'll just go and try the tripe and onions, Humbert. Should be done by now. It's been on since last Tuesday. good dollop of these tripe and onions.
Yeah, well, give the bubble and squeak a bit of a stir while you're over there, Lowell.
All right.
How are things shaping up, Mr. Chef?
Well, we shaped the doorstop out of the first lot of pastry we made.
I see. And the second lot?
Yeah, well, we sealed up a leak in the hot water geyser with it.
Humbert,
Yes, Lowell?
this tripe's still a bit tough.
You're chewing it through your veil, you silly old apron.
Now, Mr. Chef, have you put on the haggis to boil yet?
Oh, not yet. Lowell's been soaking her aprons in the bucket we're going to boil it in.
Well, that's good, because before you do put it on to boil, I want you to poke a little hole in it.
Poking a hole in it? You've got to be careful with haggises, you know. They're very sensitive.
But it won't do any harm. All I want you to do is to drop this little capsule into the haggis. It's a surprise for the lucky finder from the Russian government.
Oh, that should make the party go off well, Humbert.
Yes. Who gave you this thing to put in the haggis, Mr. Lamb?
A very nice Russian lady by the name of Tanya, if you really must know.
Is she a bit of all right, Mr. Lamb?
All right. Let me tell you, Mr. Chef, she's dynamite.
This is the General Assistance Department, and you are hearing the voice of Mildred Murphy.
This is Dicky here. Anything to report, Miss Mervyn?
Well, Mr. Lennox Brown's football pool seemed to be late in coming, and Mr. Lamb has got a second reminder from the Children's Library to return his Noddy and Toyland book. Other than that, there's just the usual memos from you, Sir Gregory.
Thank you very much, Miss Mervyn. Now tell me, where are the other two inmates of your institution?
Oh, they're over at the Waldorf Hotel, Sir Gregory. They were one of two details on the menu that they hadn't touched on, so they've just gone over to make sure.
Touched is the operative word. I just noticed with some concern that tonight's menu includes haggis. Now, this dinner is essentially English, Miss Mervyn. It must not include items from over the border. So get a message to them. Tell them to get the haggis off the menu.
Right here, Sir Gregory. What should I do with the haggis now?
Send it over to my office, Miss Mervyn. Confidentially, I'm rather fond of haggis.
Mr. Chef, this Scotsman who was going to play the bagpipes for us to pipe the haggis in doesn't seem to have turned up, and we're wondering if you could oblige.
Well, I've never played the pipes, you see. I don't know if I have the wind.
Oh, you've got the wind all right, Humbert. Particularly when you've been eating prunes.
Tell me, what sort of musical instrument have you played, Mr. Chef?
Before we go any further, my name is Jeff, not Chef.
Yeah, well, that cuts down the humidity a bit. Now, about the instruments you've played.
Well, I once had a blow at the euphonium.
And did you get a tune out of it?
No, just the kitchen cat. Never been the same again, it hasn't, no.
Anyway, let's give it a try. Now, we can't let the haggis go in unaccompanied. Now, pass those bagpipes, will you, number two?
There we are, Mr. Jeff.
Oh, thanks very much.
Now, all you have to do is to put this bag under your left arm.
That's it.
Not you, Lolita. Get out of the way. Go on, you silly old nit.
Yes, that's it. Now, blow down this tube to fill the bag with wind. That's right. Now, put your fingers over these holes here.
Yes. Keep squeezing with your left arm, Humbert, and I'll squeeze your chest then. Oh, I think we'll have to apply the kiss of life, Mr. Lennox Brown.
What to, the bagpipes?
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Lennox Brown. May I have a word with you?
What's the matter, Mr. Greengage?
Well, I've just had a phone call from your secretary. we've got to take the haggis off the menu because it's not typically English. And you've got to send the haggis over to your boss's office. He's going to have it for lunch.
Oh, I say, bully for Sir Gregory. He's going to collect a surprise packet from that nice Russian lady. He will be pleased.
Yes, I'm sure. And when you get back to your office, please tell your secretary my name's Bertie, not Gertie.
I say, number one, this is all very exciting, isn't it?
Yes, it is, but after an odd lot of people, they take this eating business very seriously, don't they?
Yes, look at that man over there with that look of ecstasy on his face. A real, genuine gourmet.
No, I think he's got a fishbone caught in his soap. Number two, will you stop reaching across the table and grabbing like that? As quite you've stuck your fork in the back of my hands.
You know, number one, this is very embarrassing.
Why, what's the matter?
Everybody seems to be looking at me.
No wonder, number two. Look, I know your kipper is hot, but you mustn't blow on it like that. It's not done. Not done. You should quietly wave it about under the table.
Well, I did that, but the hotel cat pinched a piece.
Now, be quiet. Somebody's going to speak.
Quiet, please.
Number two, stop
chewing that celery. It sounds like you're chopping firewood. Be quiet, will you?
Thank you. I would now like to call on the President of the Food and Wine Society to say a few words. Lord Munchford of Crutch Slithering. Ladies and gentlemen, Lord Munchford.
Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. I think the catering here tonight has been quite phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And on behalf of the Food and Wine Society of Great Britain, or at least on behalf of those who have managed to stay the distance, I would like to say thank you to those who have been responsible for this this gastronomic treat that we have all endured, that is, enjoyed tonight. I do feel that the substitution of Parkside pale ales and the absence of French wines at this memorable meal made it an even more typically English occasion, as also did the cold plates, the cups without handles, and the sugar spoon chained to the table. Now, normally at this juncture, I would have introduced our guest speaker, but tonight I will simply have to propose a toast to absent friends. If you will all rise. Thank you very much. Will you all rise? Thank you. All rise. Thank you very much indeed. The toast is absent friends.
Absent friends.
Ah, well, you can all sit down again now. It was my old friend Sir Gregory Pitkin who was to have addressed us this evening, but he met with rather an untimely accident at lunchtime today. May I say, on behalf of all those here, that we wish him a speedy recovery, and may the next haggis he enjoys be of a less explosive nature. And here's the news read by Mortimer Thripp. The condition of Sir Gregory Pitkin, head of the General Assistance Department in Whitehall, remains unchanged. Plastic surgeons are desperately trying to remove an inscription, "A present from Scotland." Spelled backwards, incidentally, that had become embedded in an unspecified part of his anatomy. Miss Bentwater, Sir Gregory's private secretary, when questioned by reporters, stated that she had never seen anything like it and hoped that she would never have another similar experience.
Number one, do you realize what has happened now?
Number two, stop boggling and keep calm. In a situation like this, you must keep calm. We have got to go, number two.
Well, where are you going?
Nowhere, Mildred.
Waterloo Station, the train now standing in platform foot.
Station master here.
Oh. Number two, he's not dead.
I'm still sorry for what I did. Tell him, number one.
Mr. Lamb said he's sorry you're not dead. No. Sir Gregory, I really mean...
What do you mean, Lennox Brown?
Sir Gregory, no, look, you may not realize this as you lie there on your bed of pain with Miss Bentwater. I mean, with Miss Bentwater at your bedside, but the whole world is watching.
Go on, Lennox Brown. I am touched.
We know that, Sir Gregory. No. The whole world is watching your gallant fight, and we all know of the international catastrophe that you bravely averted by your plan to get that bomb-loaded haggis away from last night's banquet, and the whole world salutes you, Sir Gregory.
Thank you, Lennox Brown. The world also salutes you, Lamb. In fact, early this morning, the Queen ordered a 21-gun salute in your honor.
Really, Sir Gregory?
Yes, and you'll be standing in front of the gun.
Piping in the haggis tonight was the men for the ministry were John Simpson and Roger Service. And paying the piper were Morning to Dare, Tommy Reed, Tom Meehan, and Pat Simpson.
The Men from the Ministry was written by John Simpson and produced by Tom Meehan in the Durban studios of Springbok Radio Productions.